We have the portfolio also in the team now. The regional chairman of the party, Mr. Depan Tuabu, the Minister of Chicago, the national chairman of the party, Honorable Stephen T. The
I've had to go through different stages. I have been a by-day farm worker. I have been a cleaner of dormitories to help in my education. I have been a taxi driver. I have been a warehouse boy. I used to carry the boxes very well. By might or my power. It is by the grace of God that I am standing before you today seeking the highest office of the land. I believe that God can use anybody to change a society. I really believe so. And this is use any of us to change the society. I come from Wale Wale, and one of my best friends from primary school is a priest, and we always joke, and he says, can anything good come out of Wale Wale? And I said, yes, something good can come out of Wale Wale if God says so, that it should come out of Wale Wale. It will come out. If God says so, it's a struggle. You have to worry about what will happen during their sleep, whether terrorists are going to attack us or whether there's no peace, there's no peace of mind in many of our neighboring countries. But Ghana is different, and Ghana is different. We really tolerate one another. I told you that my father had 19 children. There are 17 of us who are surviving. That is a football team and a reserves. 17 of us are surviving. When you look at our family, it's very interesting. When my father married my mother, at the time my father married my mother was a Christian. She was in Wesley Girls Senior High School. She was one of those girls.
Yana da alaka da siyasa. Na ce siyasa na nufin political power. Domin muka je cikin kundin tsarin mulkinmu da 1992 constitution, ikon kasar duka yana hannun shugaban kasa ne. Tattalin arzikin kasar.
Chief Imam, limamai manyan da su rake ni nan, MC, members of parliament, parliamentary candidate, inshallah, the next MP, Justice, King, Honorable. Jama'a, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Allah karbi roƙonku, kowa dukan da ina dakin ga ina da abin da hau kule ka suka ka iya ka doka ganin ka hau kule ka so ganin ka bai taba yayi ba. First time example, before the end of this year, that will implement e-gates daga Kotoka International Airport. E-gates, nka fita hanya kana zuwa Ghana, nka ke Kotoka International Airport. Nka na da Ghana card, baka te immigration officer, ka te e-gate,
Igure Waka, Tashigana, everybody. One yayi soci ibako waduka kera immigration bako da mangana kana
yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amen Muhammad. We are kuli mipamocho kasa nemra from Israel. Kamar yadda mun ka sani wanga zama ne na
Obiantrasi Maye. Everybody should take your seats. Anyone? We want to do some introductions of dignitaries.
Yes.
Who are here with His Excellency.
Yes.
And so we'll be calling them one after the other.
Let's start with the former mayor of Accra.
Yeah.
The senior campaign aide to His Excellency Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia.
Yes.
Honorable Ajay Sowa.
Yes, if he's here, let's acknowledge him. We have our former national treasurer in our midst. He's in the person of Mr. Abankwa Yeboah. Please, let's acknowledge him. Let's acknowledge him. Mr. Abankwa Yeboah.
The former general secretary of the MPP is in the house. Mr. John Buadu.
We also have in our midst Habiba Shani, who is the CEO of Maslow. Please acknowledge her.
Okay. We have the regional minister for the Greater Accra region. The regional minister, the Honorable Titus Glover.
The PC for Adenta is in the house. Akosiameno. Please acknowledge her.
The PC for Ada is in the house. Nadonoki.
We also have in our midst Honorable Kojo Isafuapoku, senior aide to the campaign, and His Excellency.
Now we have the host regional chairman. The host regional chairman in the house. Honorable Divine Otu Agohum. Choboy. We have the former regional minister, now the current minister for interior, the MP for Ayawaso Central, the Honorable Henry Kwate. Choboy, are you here, Greater Accra? We have the parliamentary candidates
for Trobo constituency.
Yes.
For Trobo constituency.
Yes.
Gloria Osu. Please acknowledge her.
We have the former general secretary of the MPP, a senior campaign advisor to His Excellency, Engineer Kwabena Ajay Ajapon.
From Ablekuma Central, we have Jefferson Saki, the parliamentary candidates.
The Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, the Honorable Asamoah Boateng Asabi.
The Deputy Chairman of the campaign, the DMB campaign, we have Honorable Fred Owari, Chairman Fred Owari. Please acknowledge him.
Okay, the National Chairman.
Before you go to the national chairman,
yes, right.
We have the head of legal affairs.
Yes.
He's in charge of legalities.
Yes.
The one and only chairman of the DVLA board, Lawyer Frank Davids.
Yes.
Lawyer Frank Davids. We also have the regional executives in the house.
Regional executives.
The regional secretary in the house. We have the regional chairman. All the regional executives are here. We also have in our midst the former ambassador for China.
Yes.
He is in charge of the diaspora. He is in charge
yes.
of Ambassador Edward Boateng. We also have in our midst a member of the Council of State.
Yes.
A member of the Council of State.
Yes.
Number one.
Yes.
Ni Dakuto Ochi Ekomepe. Honorable Stanley Ni Ajiri.
Yes,
please
founding member of the New Patriotic Party.
We also have in our midst the BOST CEO, the MD for the BOST, Edwin Provincial. Please acknowledge him. And then we have
the parliamentary
candidate for this constituency.
This constituency.
The young and dynamic.
The dynamic. The giant. The giant.
Valentino Nino.
Okay.
Hold on.
The mobilizer of the youth.
Yes. Before you go there.
Yes.
the best CEO.
Yes.
The man who has been adjudged.
The
best CEO.
Yes.
The CEO of
the Director General.
The Director General of Lotteries.
Yes.
Sami Ewuku Boys
Mobilizer of the youth.
The mobilizer of the youth.
The mobilizer of the youth. The SM for life.
The man who is managing
the roadmaster.
He is saying that
the roadmaster.
He is making sure
yes.
that 97%
yes.
of the youth of Ghana will vote for His Excellency.
Yes.
His Excellency.
Yes.
Dr.
Bawumia. The National Youth Organizer of the New Patriotic Party. Salam. Mustafa.
We also have the chairman of the Manifesto Committee for Sports. He is the one and only Asamoah.
Baby Jet. Baby Jet, give us a wave. Baby Jet, where's Baby Jet? Baby Jet. Baby Jet in the house.
DJ. What's that song?
DJ Shasha no mai. Baby Jet is in the house. Okay. Now, Achi, the father.
Come on, check it out for me. Hello. Hello. I'm Sadi. I also know parliamentary candidate is in the house. Ibrahim Sani, please. Let's acknowledge him.
Hey. Ablekuma South parliamentary candidate Honorable Ago is in the house.
Thank you.
Yes.
We shall acknowledge in our midst
Ayawasu West Wagon MP.
Oh, the minister for sanitation.
Honorable Lydia
the minister for sanitation. And now,
the father.
When you said the MPP,
yes,
the head of the MPP,
the father,
the chairman of the MPP,
the New Patriotic
the chairman of the New Patriotic Party, our father,
yes,
Stephen Ayesu Inti. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. Happy and you know, and you really want to show. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, say Bawumia.
Bawumia.
If you're happy and you know, say Bawumia.
Bawumia.
If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show. If you're happy and you know, say Bawumia.
Bawumia.
Choboy.
Hey.
Choboy.
Hey. Osi Odogana 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 Bawumia dowa dodi. Odogana Odo MPP Odogana Bawumia dowa donibi. Choboy. Now is the time for the digital vice president.
The first
class vice president.
The first class vice president.
The indomitable giant from the north. The man who understands the plight of the youth.
Tell you.
The man leading the revolution for digitalization. Are you ready?
The humble man.
For your vice president.
Transformation.
For my vice president.
Missionary.
For our inshallah incoming president. May I introduce to you His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
On that note, Chabai. I want to pata and pedin 17. Say me Timino. We were used to Agbaja, used to Adowa, but nowadays the rhythm change. Now it is boy. Now it is Kaka. Now it Busses. Brian, enough!
Hey, DJ Ice, are you ready? Let's go. 1. Hey. Let's be on the feet right now. Hey.
What's your problem?
One boom. What's your movement? I'm fine, so what? Touch on you. Now mixing a touch on you. I'm fine, so cry. And you, Pama. Who may I do? Touch on you. I'm fine, so what? Touch on you. I'm fine. Now mixing a touch on you. I'm fine, so cry. And you, I'm ready for to say. Kumadaka to it, why the best way? It's so, Kumadaka is here. It's a real fun. I'm a very man. That's who can have political shoes to room the back. Why the Kumadaka to it, why the best way? Why the best way? Hey, it's a real fun. I'm a very man. That's who can have political shoes.
Npp
Fourth Republic, is there any vice president you know who is visible and has performed better than Dr. Bawumia? Oh, I'll wait. Just name the person, I'll wait. Is there anybody? So if as a vice president, he has performed this war, how about when he becomes the president? Do you know what he will do? So let's vote for Bawumia! Angelina come yaje superuka sasa makarina na mapuka shikome oh yaje superuka sasa makarina na mapuka oh shikome sasa superuka sasa kongo makarina na mapuka shikome sasa kongo makarina Shikome Angelina Kuto sasa superuni sasa makarina ni mafuta Shikome oh sasa superuni sasa makarina ni mafuta Shikome sasa superuni sasa kongo makarina ni mafuta Shikome sasa superuni sasa kongo. All right. I'm about to do one special song I did for DMB. All right, let's do the DMB song. Are you ready? Let me teach you the words. I'll say, Bawumia, 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 Ghana, refrew. Hey, Bawumia, Bawumia, Bawumia. Bawumia Ghana. Drop the song, DJ I.
The world is evolving.
I tried it.
We are in the information era. Our beloved country has a son.
Yes.
A true patriot.
A
man who has the knowledge and capacity to upgrade and transform Ghana's destiny. This great man is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
DMB for short. Are you ready?
Aros, Nanapia, ready?
Listen, when a boy Maya breaky, I said, who's gonna help us to break the edge? Bawumia, Ghana, refrew. Bawumia. Thank you. Let's all take our seats. Thank you.
Can we all resume our seats? Yes, Ramo, Obi Antranse, Obi Antranse. Why, dear. Thank you.
About Obi Antranse,
excuse me, please. Yapamucho.
Yes, Ramo.
Please.
Emo Bia, my friend, yes, Ramo. We are being streamed live on major platforms. Thank you. Now is the time to hear the youth leader of the New Patriotic Party, to give us the opening remarks. Let's invite the National Youth Organizer of the New Patriotic Party, Salam Mustafa.
Choboy, 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 I like that one. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's go again. When they hear this, hey, the NDC people, wherever they are, they will run away. Wherever they are, they will run away. Choboy, thank you so much, Greater Accra. The youth, I love you. You are fantastic. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. I am so happy that we are here this afternoon. And it is because all of us gathered here are young people, youth. And going into the elections in December, the youth are going to play the most critical role in December election. Myself and you, because we constitute 63% of the voters register. Absolute majority. So the youth will install a president. The youth will choose a president. That is why we must continuously engage and choose the best leader who cares for the youth of this country. Choboy, Choboy, we are presented with two choices. Two. A choice between the future and a choice between the past. A choice between the Vice President Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the former President John Dramani Mahama. A choice between going forward and going backwards. My colleagues, this country, we have tried John Dramani Mahama, tested him and he failed. Indeed, the NDC government of John Dramani Mahama was one of the worst governments this country has seen in its history. It was a government that didn't care about the youth of this country. It is a government that was full of corruption. It was a government that failed to deliver on jobs for the youth. It was a government that did little to ensure that our country goes forward. Choboy, Choboy. On the other hand, we have a choice of a visionary, of a leader who thinks, of a leader who cares, of a leader who is a hard worker, of a leader who listens, of a leader who has the interest of young people at heart, and a leader who will work for you and I in our motherland. Choboy, Choboy, these are the options on the table for us. A vote, and every single vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a vote for the future, is a vote for going forward. Choboy, every vote that goes to John Dramani Mahama, listen to me. Every vote that goes to John Dramani Mahama is a vote for backwardness. We are going backwards because he's a leader who failed. And when he comes back, he will fail again. Choboy, Choboy, every vote for John Dramani Mahama is a vote to endorse the return of pervasive corruption in this country. Choboy, every vote for John Dramani Mahama is a vote to ensure the youth would not find jobs to do when they are ready to find one. Choboy, Choboy, as young people, as young people, this country of our birth, of our forefathers, should be in our hearts. I can tell you, those countries we see, the Germanys, the Japans, the Chinas, the UKs, the Americas, they were built by human beings. But through leadership, the Dubai that has become the new craze of the world was built by Sheikh Al Maktoum through vision and leadership. And I tell you, Choboy, in Ghana here, we have one man who represents a generation of thought, a generation of leadership, a generation of excellence. And when he gets the nod, he will do right and ensure Ghana goes to the next level, and that is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Choboy, I am not just soliciting for support and vote for him because he's the vice president. No. Or just because he is the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party. No. It is because I personally, I can attest to who he is. And I know that he's somebody who is pro-youth. He is for the youth and will work for the youth. I can dip my finger in the fire for him and say, when you vote for him, he will not let you down. Choboy, in fact, not just my finger, I can put my whole body in the fire for him. Choboy, therefore, let's not mistake him. What we believe in. It comes to a period that we must stand and be counted for something, that we must believe in something, and we must work for a cause. And I tell you, young people of this country, rise up this moment and be counted, and let's make Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the next president of this country. And I tell you, nobody will regret voting for him. Choboy, every vote that goes to him is for progress. Let's not the few challenges that we have today, which we admit there are difficulties, despair us, discourage us, dispirit us. No. True leadership is tested in the period of crisis. And I will tell you that from COVID all the way to the war in Ukraine and Russia, how this country has managed to survive is through competent leadership led by the vice president. Other countries are yet to recover. And when I pull articles to show you how the rest of the world is coping up with difficulties, you would appreciate that the global crisis is engulfed in the whole world. We appreciate that in this country, we are facing significant challenges. That is why we need a good leader, the best shot who can save all of us and take us to the land of promise where there is honey and milk. Canaan. We are on our way to Canaan. And we'll get there with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Thank you. And God bless us all.
On that note,
Choboy, let me introduce to you one of the most iconic youth we have in Ghana today. My own boss, Supremo, Sami Ewuku.
Me Mufasa, Mufasa, not Mustafa.
Excellency, ministers, CEOs, regional executives, constituency executives, youth, boys. The national youth leader of the NPP has spoken a lot, but I'm here to perform a single task. Before then, I'll say some few things. The 2024 elections is not about a retirement vote. It's a choice between your future and somebody's ex gratia. Make no mistake, It's an election that on the ballot paper is a choice between hope and hopelessness. It's a choice between what the younger generation expects to see in their future. As the vice president was doing the house to house here, yes, here, there was this woman who went to shake his hands. Afterwards, I engaged the woman and she said something. She said, Sammy, 2016, I didn't believe NPP when they win, they will implement the free SHS. So I didn't vote. But in 2017, January, my husband passed. I am a single mother. If not for Dr. Bawumia and his NPP government, my child today, I went to me and corporate sec. Let's hear. He said, now times are tough, but I trust this man to take us out of the challenges of the world. A single mother. Asetena munsam ebi yare ho ebi ye nije e depend wo baby a wugina globally times are tough, but I will trust a government that will give me hope. As somebody who will say, give me your vote and promise me that you let me enjoy honeymoon for some time. Time no day. Time no day. Time no day. Sometime in January, the NDC General Secretary said they were winning by 56-58%. Just a few weeks ago, Dr. Edward Omanebuama said they are winning by 53%. There is depreciation of the NDC's campaign. Because the young people of this country, I want to encourage you to do two things, not just for yourself, but for the future of this country. The man I'm about to introduce, when he decided to run for the flag bearership of our party, he knew clearly that the odds were against him. This is a party, whether you like
Talk. Check.
What's coming?
Ghana, this what they'll do. If any president comes, they'll do the
Baby Jet, you don't do politics. Now why are you here? First of all, I would like to greet His Excellency, Mr. Vice President, Mr. Bawumia, all the ministers, protocol observed, the youth. You feel too much. First of all, I would like to thank the Vice President for what he has done. Me and Kasamasano, me join the wire a boomer joining in TSS. Sometimes, no, I may say, the patrol man way, the other banner dream one, or friend may say, member chair, Youth and Sports Manifesto Committee. Sebi. Our sports move for over 20 years. A lot of handle sports are name anything about sports. Me youth. Vice President Ephraim, you know. Me personally, and for the youth, because Ebano Asamoah youth na you know in 24 hours me kasa bebre, but the me person me catch Vice President they say Senyame Adom na Ghana for decided say be vote amana. Me I'm emphasizing on the youth. I'm emphasizing on the youth because I represent the youth and I know with your visionary you will help the youth. Me, I'm not a politician, but so now I need to be boy youth now. Me and Kasa member out. Lastly, I would like to thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to chair the Youth and Sports Manifesto. You are a visionary man, and I pray to the Almighty God to give you long life and prosperity. I thank the minister, I thank the youth, everybody. And personally, I have my project coming on, which is the All Regional Games. I'll use this platform to invite the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana on the 29th of June at the Bawumia Sports Stadium. I'm inviting all the youth. We want to fill the stadium. Let's make all regional games a great one to promote sports in this country. Thank you so much. Youth, God bless you.
Thank you very much, Asamoah.
Guru. Sammy. I see. I don't be the car in the mouth. But I be the car in the mouth. I don't be the car in the mouth. Ghana the car in the mouth, Dr. Bawumia. Ghana.
Me babetião.
Everybody sing.
Me babetião.
Me dá muito sing.
Hey, hey.
Everybody, let's go. Let's do somebody. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You're crazy now. Make me some. What do you think of
Samba.
Bawumia say where? What do you think of the area? Bawumia say where? Fisa. I feel the air quality share. Nothing. Let's go. What's it there? You don't want to take. Air pump. You don't want to take. Will you want to see that's what we're doing in a car of a mouth? What are the car of a mouth? What are the car of a mouth? Can't be the car of a mouth. Bawumia car of a mouth. Can't be the car of a mouth. Everybody, let's go. What's it there? Hey, come on. Hey, hey, come on. Hey, come on. Hey, hey, come on. You're ready? go. What's today? Boy, Michele, everybody, Mevingado. What don't sacro, my dear, don't sacro. Sawa Masara.
Oh God, was he catch us and where I cry and die?
Let's go. Let's see how we don't chance here to watch us here to me bill. And you don't have to do best here to watch us here to be will. Say never call my meeting who wants to make cancel the deal. I cannot win about the man who's what to believe Diana. Won't cry no problem, who many no need Diana. Picture us and the man in the agenda, hey, Warana. And young one. And young one. Pick it up, young one. Pick it up, Bawumia.
Sao bonsamani.
Nyaminti. Hey. Nigeria Maradona, and I'm vying for SRC president for University of Ghana. Yeah. I support this. Dignitary Bawumia. So
BBC, what you say? With a standing ovation. BBC,
DJ BBC,
Ghana Jinkwa, His Excellency the Vice
DJ
President,
BBC,
the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, the man of the moment, the digital man, DJ, the BBC man.
Bawumia say yeah. Bawumia say yeah. Bawumia yeah. Bawumia say Choboy. Thank you very much, Greater Accra region. Thank you very much, the youth of Greater Accra region. Today, let me acknowledge all the senior people who have accompanied me here, my campaign team, the Interior Minister, the Regional Minister, the National Chairman, our parliamentary candidates for Kole Klote, for Trobo, for Ada, for Adenta, and for Ablekuma Central. They are all here. And today, I want to tell you that I'm here in my capacity as presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party in the 2024 elections. I want you to know, when you look at my life history, I want you to know that with God, it is possible. It is possible. Want to thank Asamoah Gyan for his words of encouragement and for agreeing to chair my manifesto committee on youth and sports. You know a lot of good ideas are going to come. But I want you to know that it is possible. I have come a long way. I was born into a large family. My father had 19 children. A football team with reserves. Today we are 17 surviving children. Growing up, it wasn't always easy. I have worked as a by-day worker on a farm. To support my education, I have worked as a cleaner of dormitories. I have worked as a taxi driver. I have worked as a warehouse boy. I could carry the boxes very well. I have worked as a teacher. I have worked as a professor. I have worked as a deputy governor of the central bank, which I came to after I was assistant professor at Baylor. I came and worked in the Bank of Ghana. I was promoted to a deputy governor. And then, as God will have it, I was selected as a running mate to Nana Akufo-Addo. And I became vice president after the 2016 election. So it is possible. It is possible. Last year, I decided to contest to become the leader of the Npp and the presidential candidate. It was a difficult contest. Many people did not give me a chance. They said the Npp had not yet elected anybody from the northern part of Ghana to be the leader. And I said, with God, it is possible. And we went for the contest. And the Npp overwhelmingly voted for me as the presidential candidate. It is very, very important. I believe that Ghana can be like any other developed country. We can be like South Korea. We can be like Malaysia. We can be like Estonia. We can be like any other advanced country. If we put our minds to it, it is possible. It is possible. 14 years ago, in 2010, I wrote a book on Africa's development and Ghana's development. And I made the case that the world was moving into the digital age. And Ghana should be prepared to move into that digital age, otherwise we will be left behind. I concluded that book with 2 paragraphs that says that we are in competition with every country. And therefore, no country is going to do us a favor because we are all competing. It's like you are playing a game of football. If you are playing and you don't have a goalkeeper, they will keep scoring you the goals. And your opponent will not come and say, go and put a goalkeeper in the post. So Asamoah Gyan and Co will be scoring the goals. So, as a country, we have to realize that we are in competition. After so many years of independence, we were so behind. When you look at the development of nations, education is the most important factor in the development of nations. The gross tertiary enrollment ratio
How many of your students go into tertiary institutions is a major determinant of your development. When I looked at the data, South Korea has a gross tertiary enrollment ratio of 94%, and Ghana had 14%. So we have a big gap to catch up, and this is why we thought it was very important for us to bring free senior high school education to move our students forward. When we brought free senior high school education after the 2016 election, the president asked me when we got into office in January, he said, Mahamadou, can we implement free senior high school education this year? I said, Mr. President, if it is your wish, we can implement it this year. We made it possible. There were some people, including my opponent, who said it was not possible. He said if he had the money, he would not spend it on free SHS. But we prioritized free SHS, spend the money, and we have implemented it over the last 8 years. When you look at the results of free SHS, it is remarkable. Between 1957 and 2016, after 60 years of Ghana's independence, we only had 800,000 students enrolled in senior high school. 800,000. Immediately we implemented free SHS. 7 years later, in 2023, the number of students in senior high school has gone up from 800,000 to 1.4 million students. So you can look at it. 60 years of independence, we have 800,000 students. 7 years of free SHS, 7 years, we added 600,000 students in 7 years compared to 60 years. It tells you that so many people were sitting at home and couldn't find the opportunity to go to senior high school. But when we made it free, they are coming. What is more really heartening is the fact that more girls than boys are going to senior high school today. In 2016, for every 100 boys in senior high school, there were 68 girls. In 2023, for every 100 boys, there are 106 girls in senior high school. The girls have overtaken the boys, and the performance has gone up. The WACC core 6 subjects, 2016, the pass rate was 41%. 41% in 2016. Today, it is 64% in 2023. So, performance has gone up. Quality has gone up. Gender parity has been achieved. And so, we are so happy if we are able to continue this, which we should continue. Free SHS, then you can see that more and more students will come out of senior high school and more will go into the universities and other tertiary institutions, and Ghana will be more educated and more educated and more educated as we go. It is possible. It is possible. We have also invested in TVET education. The highest investment in TVET education than any other government in our history. In the last 7 years, we've spent 6 billion Ghana cedis on TVET. And we have made TVET free for all our students. And today, for every senior high school student, we have given them 1 tablet for free. 1 student, 1 tablet. We are the first country
In the whole of Africa, we are the first country to give all our senior high school students tablets. We are the first country. And even in the advanced nations, many have not done it. So we are putting a premium on education and on skills training. And as I said, when we came into office, we said that Ghana must be ready for the digital age. These were the things I wrote in my book 14 years ago. So I said, to be a participant in the digital age, every citizen must have a Ghana card, which is a digital ID. You cannot participate fully in the digital age if you don't have digital identity. And so we set about to issue the Ghana cards. And Ghana cards have been issued for about 18 million of our adult Ghanaians. 18 million. And today, let me tell you, even the advanced countries are not yet where Ghana is. Today, the European Union has asked all their countries to make sure they issue digital IDs to their citizens by 2030. 2030. 2030. But Ghana, we have already gone there. And in Ghana, one of the interesting things is, as you know, abroad, many of the advanced countries, when they give birth to a child, they will give them a national ID number. In Ghana, we were not doing so, but we took a decision and said that we have the database of the NIA, we have the database of the Ghana Health Service, we have the database of the Births and Deaths Registry. We wanted to link all the three databases, and we have done so. So in Ghana today, and I think we are the first country in the world to do so. In Ghana today, if you give birth to a child and you take that child for weigh-in at the hospital, the child is going to get 2 IDs digitally produced. 2 IDs. One is the national ID number of the child, and the second is the birth certificate number for the child at the same time. At the same time, you will get a birth certificate number and a national ID number. I don't know any other country in the world where this happens. I believe we are the first. And if there's any other country, I would like it to be pointed out to me. But we are the first in Africa to do so, and I believe we are the first in the world. That you are getting both the birth certificate and the national ID at the same time, because we have linked the databases. Now, what is going to happen is that we have now covered the babies. From the 17th of this month, we are going to start going around to the schools and issue Ghana card ID numbers.
What's coming? Ghana, this what they'll do. If any president comes, they will do it.
The paragraph of positions. We have the February also in the team now, the regional chairman of the party, Mr. Devan Tuabu, the Minister of Teachers, the national chairman of the party, Honorable State Teams,
I've had to go through different stages. I have been a by-day farm worker. I have been a cleaner of dormitories to help in my education. I have been a taxi driver. I have been a warehouse boy. I used to carry the boxes very well. By might or my power. It is by the grace of God that I am standing before you today, seeking the highest office of the land. I believe that God can use.
The key elements are what I started to work on when I became vice president. We implemented free SHS. We've implemented free TVET. We've issued 17 million Ghana cards, 18 million Ghana cards. And now the Ghana card is proving to be extremely useful to all of us. It is now your tax identification number, it is your NHIS number, it is your SNIT number. And we are linking it to your driver's license number as well. What we are doing now with the Ghana card is that we are using it to check corruption in the public service. Ghost workers have now been checkmated by the Ghana card. What I did was to ask every government worker to be linked with their Ghana card, so that we can make sure every worker actually exists. Because every worker on a Ghana card has fingerprints. But if you are a ghost, you don't have a fingerprint. Ghosts don't have fingerprints. So when we linked every worker to the Ghana card, the ghosts ran away. We had in National Service Secretariat, 44,000 ghost workers disappeared. We saved 420 million Ghana cedis by doing that. We went to SNIT. There were 29,000 ghost pensioners on the SNIT payroll. They all ran away, and we saved over 350 million Ghana cedis. 2 institutions alone, we've saved over 750 million Ghana cedis. Just 2 institutions. We've cleaned up all ghost workers from the Ghana Comptroller and Accountant General's payroll. So today, after 67 years of independence, Ghana can confidently say we have eliminated the problem of ghost workers on our payroll. This was a problem we dealt with for many years. Today, the Ghana card has now been linked to the ICAO travel database. That is the International Civil Aviation Organization. We took the Ghana card and went through a lot of rigorous testing processes in Canada, in Montreal, and the ICAO headquarters. And Ghana card passed all the processes, and therefore it is now part of the ICAO travel database. And so if today you go abroad as a Ghanaian and you are in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, China, America, UK, Japan, Germany, any country outside Ghana, and your passport gets missing, you can take your Ghana card and board a plane and come back to Ghana. So many people are now coming back to Ghana with their Ghana card. And what is even more interesting, before the end of this year, 2024, in a few months' time, by the grace of God, if you travel outside Ghana and you are coming back into Ghana, we are going to implement e-gates at the arrival hall. E-gates, which means they are electronic gates. If you come and you have your Ghana card, you don't need to go to the immigration officer. Just go to the e-gate, put your Ghana card there, it will open for you, you enter and you go and pick up your luggage. It is possible. It is possible. We can do what the advanced countries have done. And my brothers and sisters, from next year, we are bringing in a new process of applying for passport, because all the information you need to apply for a passport is on your Ghana card. All the information is on your Ghana card. So from next year, if you want a passport, as long as I am president, if you want a passport, you no longer need to fill a passport form. You just take your Ghana card, pay your fee, and they'll print your passport for you. They'll print your passport for you. You don't need to go and apply for a passport again. This is the new Ghana that we are going. And by the way, let me tell you, they don't have a digital ID in the United States. It is only now that the US is starting to talk about doing a Ghana card equivalent. The UK doesn't have a digital ID, but Ghana is one of those few countries that has a digital ID, which is anchored and registered in the ICAO travel database. It is possible. When we came into office, Ghana did not have an address system. An address system is so important for development. If you go to the United States or the UK or Germany or Japan today, and you collapse their address system, and they cannot find addresses like they have now, those economies will stop working. The address system is so critical. And so when we came into office, Ghana did not have an address system. Some very rich neighborhoods had street addresses and so on. But we didn't have a functional address system for the whole country, for the rural areas, for everywhere. So we decided, I proposed, that we should go for a digital address system in Ghana, so that every location on water or on land will have a digital address. And we implemented the digital address system, which is giving addressing to every place. Before, you have to be given directions. If you reach here, you see a cocoa seller, turn right. Then you go, you see a blue house, turn left. Then there is a beer bar on the right. And then that is how you direct to people. But once we have decided to go digital, we leveraged on the GPS technology. Every part of Ghana today has a digital address. Every part, whether you are in Choko, or you are in Aboboloshi, or you are in Nima, or you are in Mamobi, everybody has a digital address. Even if you are living in a kiosk somewhere, you have a digital address. And that is, as we have solved a problem that we had for over 60 years after independence. Every village, every hut in every village has a digital address. So Ghana has solved that problem. And I want to tell you, Ghana is only the second country in the whole world to implement a digital address system. The whole world. Second country. The whole world. When we came into office, we had a major problem. There wasn't financial inclusion. So many people did not have bank accounts. We had only about 30% of the population with bank accounts. Many people had Momo accounts. But the Momo accounts, the telcos, they were not talking to each other. If you have MTN, you could only send money to MTN customers. If you had Tigo, you could only send money to Tigo customers. If you had Vodafone, you could only send money to Vodafone customers. And you could not send money from a Momo account to a bank account, or from a bank account to a Momo account. So I called a meeting with the banks and the telcos. I said, this doesn't help Ghana. We want to bring in mobile money interoperability, so you can send money across networks. They resisted initially, but I remained focused and made sure
Ghana has implemented mobile money interoperability. Today, you can send money across networks and you can send money from a Momo account to a bank account. Ghana is the first country in Africa to do mobile money interoperability. The first country in the whole of Africa. They don't have interoperability of that nature in the United States. They don't have it in Canada. They don't have it in the UK. We are the first country in Africa to bring interoperability between Momo accounts and bank accounts. And because of that, Ghana now, the whole of Africa, we are ranked #1 in terms of access to financial inclusion. Ghana ranking is 100%. 100%. It means that our Momo account works like a bank account. And anybody who wants a Momo account can get a Momo account. If you don't have it, but today everybody is using the Momo account like a bank account. Many people don't even go to their banks anymore because the Momo account is sufficient. If someone sends you money from abroad, it comes onto your mobile phone. You don't need to go to Western Union. It is possible. It is possible. We are moving as a country. Then I experienced something in 2002 when my father died after an operation in Tamale. We were looking for blood. He was losing blood after an operation. We were looking for blood. We rushed to the blood bank. It was locked. We looked for the man. We couldn't find him. By the morning, my father had died. So this was way back in 2002. So when I heard of a technology which was known as zipline drone, medical drone delivery, drones delivering blood, delivering vaccines, delivering drugs to remote areas, I quickly got up and went to San Francisco with a team. I met the zipline founders and I told them we need to set up something like this in Ghana. So many people are dying because they need emergency medicine. A woman is giving birth and needs blood. A snake has bitten someone and we need anti-snake serum immediately. So they came to Ghana 2 weeks after our meeting, and today they have set up 6 drone delivery centers across Ghana. Each of these 6 centers is delivering medicine to over 2,800 health facilities in Ghana. 2,800, and each of them is flying an average of 100 flights a day, saving lives every day. And the drone centers are manned 100% by Ghanaians. There's no one white person in any of our drone centers. Our youth are manning the drone centers. Young university graduates and polytechnic graduates, they are the ones manning the drone centers. And today, I'm so happy to tell you that Ghana, the whole world, is the leading medical drone delivery service. All of the world, the whole world, we are #1 in medical. We are the largest medical drone delivery service in the world. Our team here have so much experience. When the US Vice President came to Ghana, I think that was last year, she was praising Ghana. Even though we brought the technology from the US, it is only now that the US wants to start medical drone delivery in the United States. About 2 months ago, Zipline, the company that brought drone delivery services to Ghana, came to recruit a Ghanaian to San Francisco to help them with medical drone delivery flight operations.
We are number one in the world. It is possible. It is possible. Today, you can sit at home and buy electricity on your mobile phone. Today, you can sit in China and buy electricity for your house in Osu today from China. You can sit in Germany and buy electricity on your mobile phone for your house in Tamale in Ghana. You cannot do that in the United States. You cannot do that in Canada. It is possible. Today you can register for your health insurance on your mobile phone. You can renew your health insurance on your mobile phone. And so things that we are doing is possible. In 2019, I challenged the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, went to Ho and addressed them. And I said, we need to digitalize all pharmacies in Ghana. Because when a doctor gives you a prescription, you don't know which pharmacy has the medicine. You start going to pharmacy after pharmacy, looking for the medicine. You don't know what the prices are at the different pharmacies. And you don't know whether the drug you are buying is the genuine drug or a fake drug. So we decided to digitalize all pharmacies in Ghana. Many people thought it was not possible, but we have made it possible. We have put 2,500 pharmacies on one platform. 2,500 pharmacies on one platform. And so today, if a doctor gives you a prescription, you can go to the e-pharmacy platform, the Ghana Electronic Pharmacy Platform, and upload your prescription. When you upload your prescription, the platform will tell you which pharmacies near you have the medicine you are looking for. And then it will tell you the prices of the different medicines. And you can order from a pharmacy, give them your digital address, and they will deliver the medicine to you at home. We are the first country in the whole of Africa to have a national e-pharmacy platform. It is possible. The whole of Africa. And we are one of the few in the whole world. I've done the research. There are very few countries, including the United States, they don't have a national e-pharmacy platform. Very few countries have that. But Ghana is leading the way. We are the first country in Africa to do so. I also said that let's network all our hospitals. Let's network and digitalize all the patient data. Because sometimes when you go to the hospital and you are looking for your folder, they can tell you it is missing. And you cannot find your folder. That means your medical history is lost. So we are embarked on a project led by Lightwave called the e-health project. And we are going to network all hospitals in Ghana, including digitalizing the patient records. We have completed the networking and digitalization of records for all the teaching hospitals, all the regional hospitals, and all the district hospitals in Ghana. So today, if they transfer you or refer you from Dodowa to Kolebu, you don't need to take your folder. Just take your ID number, get to Kolebu, they will enter it, and all your medical records will show right in Kolebu. If they refer you from Wa to Kumasi, it's the same thing. Just take your ID and they will see all your records. So Ghana is leading the way in Africa. By next year, we would have finished every hospital, every CHIPS compound. And we are, in terms of this networking and digitalizing
of our medical records. We will be the first in Africa to do so, and we are leading in the world as well. We are one of the few in the world that will do a national scale networking of all hospitals. So we are moving forward in our digital agenda. Ghana is at the forefront of digitalization in Africa. And I want us to continue. That mindset of possibilities is what we want to make sure that nobody discourages us. We shouldn't say because the advanced countries have not done it, we cannot do it. We can go ahead of them. It is possible. Even mundane things like restoration of nursing training allowances. Some people said it was not possible, but we made it possible. Restoration of teacher training allowance. They said it was not possible, but we made it possible. So we should be ready to move this country to another level. Our government has not done everything. We have not done everything. There's still more to be done. But I can tell you, compared to the previous government, when it comes to agriculture, we have performed better. Industry, we have performed better. Roads, we have performed better. Railway, we have performed better. Classrooms, we have performed better. Hospitals, we have performed better. Fish landing sites, we have performed better. Airports, we have performed better. Rural telephony, we have performed better. Across everything, Zongo development, security agencies, we have performed better. Almost every sector of the economy, we have performed better. So, on what basis do they want to come back? It's like you go to write an exam with somebody. The person scores 75% and you score 30%. And you say you should be first. What sort of mathematics is that? You score 30%, your opponent score 75%, and you say they should choose you. If you are going for national science and mathematics quiz, they should send you to go and represent the school. Is that how we do it? Is that how you do it? After you have failed so badly, you should go and represent the school. No. That sort of mathematics is a confirmed mathematics. We will not agree with that. I want a Ghana that is looking forward. I want us to focus on agriculture, to mechanize agriculture, do commercial farming, irrigation agriculture, so that we can catch up with the rest of the world and have lower food prices. I want Ghana to move away from a dependence on oil and gas to generate electricity. I want Ghana to go for solar power, for wind power, solar power. That is where we should go. God has given us the sun and it is for free. We are even running away from the sun every day. So we can move on and expand our solar program, which has been started by Bui Authority, Power Authority. I want Ghana to have 2,000 megawatts of solar power. That combined with Akosombo, we will reduce the cost of electricity by 50%. We will reduce the cost of electricity by 50%. I want Ghana to move into electric vehicles for public transport. It is possible, so that we don't always get affected by increase in oil prices. If we go for electric vehicles for public transport, then the major cost elements of the transport fare, which is fuel and spare parts, will practically be eliminated, and we will bring down the cost of public transport. And so this year we are working very hard to try and bring in 200 buses for Metromass to begin the experiment of looking at the move towards electric vehicles, and everybody will see the impact
of the electric vehicles in Ghana. It is possible. And one of the things that I want to introduce into Ghana as president is something that is going to be very, very different. When you look at the countries that we are competing with abroad, their system really helps the citizens because they have a credit-based system. We in Ghana have a cash-based system. So everything you want to buy, you have to accumulate cash to go and buy. If you want to buy a car, you have to accumulate cash and go and buy.
I have been a cleaner of dormitories to help in my education. I have been a taxi driver. I have been a warehouse boy. I used to carry the boxes very well. By might or my power. It is by the grace of God that I am standing before you today seeking the highest office of the land. I believe that God can use anybody to change a society. I really believe so. And this is use any of us to change the society. I come from Wale Wale, and one of my best friends from primary school is a priest, and we always joke, and he says, "Can anything good come out of Wale Wale?" And I said, yes, something good can come out of Wale Wale if God says so. That it should come out of Wale Wale. It will come out. If God says so, it's a struggle. You have to worry about what will happen during their sleep, whether terrorists are going to attack us, or whether there's no peace, there's no peace of mind in many of our neighboring countries. But Ghana is different. And Ghana is different. We really tolerate one another. I told you that my father had 19 children. There are 17 of us who are surviving. That is a football team and a reserves. 17 of us are surviving. When you look at our family, it's very interesting. When my father married my mother, at the time my father married my mother was a Christian. She was in Wesley Girls Senior High School. She was one of the...
Yana da alaka da siyasa. Na ce siyasa na nufin political power. Domin muka je cikin kundin tsarin mulkinmu da 1992 constitution, ikon kasan duka yana hannun shugaban kasa ne. Tattalin arzikin kasan
Chief Imam, Imame, Manyandasu, Rekenina, MC, members of Parliament, parliamentary candidate, Inshallah, the next MP, Justice, King, Honorable, Jabbar.
Went to Estonia. I met the president, I met the prime minister, I met the Ministry of Finance, I met the revenue authorities. We took a team and we went through, and I was convinced that their system, which is a flat tax, everybody knows if it is 10%, it's 10% for everybody. It's so easy to implement. So we are going to implement the flat tax system next year by the grace of God for everybody. So we will have a very simple tax system for businesses and individuals. Because today, many businesses, when they get a bill from the GRA for taxes, they cannot believe it. They don't understand it. How does it happen? If you have a flat tax system, there will be no kululu. Everything will be straight. And so, next year, we are going to start the flat tax system by the grace of God. We want to all start on the same page. And so next year, I'm going to give a tax amnesty to all businesses and all individuals. Whatever you owe, we will cancel it. And that will allow us to start on a fresh, clean slate, everybody with the new tax system. And I'm going to change the tax import duty regime at the port. The import duty regime is also a bit burdensome. I want to move Ghana away from what we are doing to something which is predictable. Today, when many businesses bring in goods, they are not sure the duty that they are going to be assessed. There's no predictability. You may think you are going to pay 20,000 cedis, you get there and they'll say 40,000. And you may not be able to pay, and they'll seize your goods. So I'm going to introduce a new flat tax system at the ports in cities. The tax will be in cities, not related to the dollar. It will be in cities. We need to have respect for our city. If you keep increasing the taxes, then the traders will keep increasing the prices at the market. So we are going to introduce, if you are a spare parts dealer in Abosokai and you are bringing in a container of spare parts, we will have a flat rate for how much duty a 40-footer will cost. If it's 20,000, it's 20,000. No matter when it arrives, it's 20,000. If it's a 20-footer, if it's 10,000, it's 10,000. No matter what it arrives, it's 10,000. Everybody knows it's predictable. It's predictable. If it is rice, you know a 40-footer is this. If it is chicken, you know. So everybody has a clear understanding of the nature of the import duty. So there's predictability, and the traders won't keep increasing the prices at the market. The second reform in the tax area I'm going to bring is to realign the Ghana import duty to the Lomé Togo import duty. Today, a lot of people say that Togo Lomé import duty is lower than Ghana's. So people take containers into Togo, clear them and smuggle the goods into Ghana. Isn't that the case? So I'm going to change that. The new policy is going to be that Ghana import duty cannot be higher than Togo import duty. Immediately we do that. Immediately we do that, it will mean that all the smugglers will vanish, like the way the ghost workers also vanish. There will be no incentive to smuggle through Togo anymore, and therefore Ghana will get the revenue, the import duty revenue that is due to us. I'm also going to focus
on the training of our youth in digital skills. We are moving into a digital world, and the job market in this digital world globally requires digital skills. So we need to train our youth in coding, in software development, software engineering, and ICT skills. And what is very, very interesting is that you don't even have to have a certificate to be trained in ICT skills and coding. You don't need a certificate. We are going to train some Kaya girls in coding. Kaya, we are going to train them in coding. You don't need a certificate. We can train you to be a coder, to be in software development. Once you can read and write, we'll train you. And we want to train 1 million youth in digital skills. 1 million youth in digital skills. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And when you are trained, you don't have to necessarily work in Ghana. You can sit in Ghana and work in Australia, work in Germany, work in the United States. You don't need to go abroad and work if you have the digital skills. And we are going to really also invest in new areas to create jobs. One major area Ghana is going to invest in under my presidency is in the sports arena. Sports can create a lot of jobs. Beyond football, we can expand and create a lot of jobs. So we are going to invest a lot in sports. We have already invested a lot. We have done in terms of sports facilities. We have built more sports facilities than any other government in our history. When we came into office, there were only 3 astroturfs in the whole of Ghana. 3 astroturfs. Today we have over 150 astroturfs in Ghana. Over 150. We are constructing 10 multi-purpose sports stadia. 10. We have completed 6 and we'll complete the remaining 4. We've built the Boteman multi-purpose sports complex, which we use for the Africa Games. We've completed the University of Ghana sports stadium. No government has built more in the area of sports than the Npp government. No government in our history in terms of provision of sports facilities. So we are going to open new growth pools, investment in sports, investment in tourism, investment in the creative arts, pharmaceuticals. These are all new growth pools, the digital area, so that we can create more jobs. We as a government have created more jobs than any other government, 2.1 million jobs, but it is not enough. We want to do more. I want to do more. Give me the steer and let me do more. So we want to make sure that we can move this country forward. You want a president. You want a president who is consistent. You want a president who is consistent. There are a number of reasons I want you to vote for me. Everybody acknowledges that in terms of performance, you cannot find a vice president in the history of Ghana that has done better than Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. You cannot find a vice president that has done better. I can point to 33 different policy initiatives, 33 that I have initiated or championed as vice president and implemented. 33. My opponent cannot point to one. We are not talking a confirm or nkuko buo or nkuko kiti. I'm talking of serious policy. Serious policy. I can point to 33. He cannot point to one. So the score is 33-0. 33-0. Isn't it, Baby Jet? The score is 33-0. They cannot match. So if I have been able to do all this as vice president, then it goes to say that if you make me president with all the power, I can do more. I can do more. If you give me the steer of the vehicle, I can move and do a lot more. The second reason why I want you to vote for me is that I am a fighter against corruption. I fight against corruption. I have put in systems to fight corruption. So you see all the digitalization that we are doing. It is fighting corruption, ghost workers and all of that. The third reason I want you to vote for me is that you will have more accountability from me. Because I am looking to be president for 8 years. Isn't it? So if you vote for me, I will have to come back to you in 4 years' time. Which means in 4 years' time, I have to account to you for what I have done. You will have to renew my license. If I don't perform well, you will not renew it. And so I'm going to work very hard to perform so that you will renew the license for another 4 years. But if you give my opponent the chance to be president, he is only coming for 4 years. But he says he first needs to go on a honeymoon. So after he finishes his honeymoon, you won't see him again. He doesn't have to come back to you. So which one do you want? Someone who can take us forward for 4 years, for 8 years, or someone who wants to take us backwards for 4 years? We need someone who is consistent. So I'm asking you to all come together. Our future is at stake. We need a president who is an innovative president, a hard-working president, a problem-solving president. And if that is the person you are looking for, your choice is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Check. DJ! Asida!
Oh, yeah.